Hi everyone and welcome back to Today's Morning Report on Monday the 27th of April with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Tantec Markets. Let's move on to Eurodollar now, and this Eurodollar has just it tried to sort of break to the upside. It had a bullish outside day, and I've just drawn in very quickly here this Fibonacci projection that you can take from the low in April to the reaction high and then projected higher from the low at around 10, doesn't really come in annoyingly. Anyway, from the low at 106.60, and that gives an upside target of 109.90 area. So that sort of coincides, or just underneath the reaction highs of 110.35 and 110.50. I'll take that off because you can see it a little bit clearer then. What we've seen is a small breakout, and that sort of breakout does suggest upside. But I'm not going to get long. It's not a long-term move. I think it's a near-term move that could happen, but even then what we're seeing today is a slight retracement of that move, and just actually in the last few minutes we've seen the support interestingly start to break down, because I've still got these on the hourly chart. I've still got these Fibonacci retracements of that 10.35 down to 5.19 move that we saw. And it was interesting that because it had been finding resistance around the 61.8% level, which is a 108.40 area, couple of times found resistance, and it was finding support above it. It's now just broken back through it, so that would suggest it might even now come back towards the 50% level if it sort of holds on to this move. Now the pivot level at 108 figure as well is still in play. That sort of caught the low on Friday afternoon before rebounding higher, so that is your first line of support. So I'd say that there's sort of 25-30 pips worth of support now between sort of 107.75 to 108 figure that you can start to look at, because obviously we caught that's 108 figure resistance there, pretty much bang on, then the Fibonacci level finding the resistance there as well. So that new old resistance that we had found last week is now coming to support, because we had that reaction low on Friday. So you can sort of get a gauge of about 30 pips worth of support there between 107.70 108 figure. That would be your next line of support. If that started to break down, then I think that this sort of attempted breakout that we had on Friday sort of would be negated. I think the fact that we got a bullish outside day, I don't think is a massively positive candle, and the reason because it basically went sideways. It didn't come at the end of a downtrend or anything like that. I think it was during a sideways period where the euro was really struggling for direction, and I'm not really massively confident about that being a really strong candle. And it would suggest though that there is a slight bullish edge to this euro chart, and certainly the stochastic pulling higher is sort of indicative of that as well. But as I said, the momentum indicator is still not really breaking out in terms of becoming positive near term, and I think that ultimately what we will see is the big resistance area at 101 to 110. Let's just do that. 110 to 110 to 111 being the old lows of January. I think that is your general resistance, and I think this is going to ultimately turn out to be just a range play, really. That would be what I would be looking for. You may well get some further support around these levels on the euro with, as I said, that 108 and 107.5 levels. So you could see that that this near-term break that we had on Thursday just gives you some further upside, maybe towards 110. But I'm still a little bit skeptical that you're going to get any sort of real upside move on the euro. I think that rallies are going to get sold into, and you're going to get further sort of range play for now as the market sort of works out what it's going to do with this euro. But at the moment we're sort of in a bit, again, I sort of like a more of a choppy trading phase in the euro. There's no real decisive move, and today's price action, for example, sort of backs up that. We had that strong candle on Thursday, but again that's been sort of semi-negated today. So it'll be interesting to see if this support band 107.70 to 108 figure can hold. If it does hold, then you've still got the prospect of a medium-term bounce. towards 110 area, but I think that it could be certainly it needs to break through certainly that support, that resistance, sorry, of the old pivot level at 109 is your initial resistance level. But yeah, I'm just a bit sort of in two minds on this euro run at the moment. Certainly it needs to hold that support at 107.75 to 108 figure. So I wish you good luck in your trading on euro today, and I'll speak to you later. Thank you.